Welcome everybody. Today is the finale of the Fund That First Pitch.
We'll save our natural resources for the planet.
I want to encourage you to do this. I think eventually this potentially can save a lot of lives.
So what we did was we take action. Where others see waste, we see an opportunity.
You're moving into a direction that can be really impactful. That's what I like.
In terms of the business context and business productivity, I think we are all currently looking for the right solution. I throw my card into the ring.
So this is a very best protein that we think is created by the nature, but produced by Fafp'S in bio.
Sometimes the beauty product valuation is not made by the science. It's made by some type of culture.
Either if you are a load-bearing product and it's manual control, we are able to modularize and make it even smarter.
I agree with your strategy is to focus on a product that may be overlooked.
Welcome everybody. Today is the finale of the Fund That First Pitch.
We'll save our natural resources for the planet.
I want to encourage you to do this. I think eventually this potentially can save a lot of lives.
So what we did was we take action. Where others see waste, we see an opportunity.
You're moving into a direction that can be really impactful. That's what I like.
In terms of the business context and business productivity, I think we are all currently looking for the right solution. I throw my card into the ring.
So this is a very best protein that we think is created by the nature, but produced by Fafp'S in bio.
Sometimes the beauty product valuation is not made by the science. It's made by some type of culture.
Either if you are a load-bearing product and it's manual control, we are able to modularize and make it even smarter.
I agree with your strategy is to focus on a product that may be overlooked.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Today is the finale of the Fund That First Pitch.
We will save our natural resources for the planet.
I want to encourage you to do this. I think eventually this potentially can save a lot of lives.
So what we did was we take action. Where others see waste, we see an opportunity.
You're moving into a direction that can be really impactful. That's what I like.
In terms of the business context and business productivity, I think we are all currently looking for the right solution. I throw my card into the ring.
So this is a very best protein that we think is created by the nature, but produced by promoting bio.
Sometimes the beauty product valuation is not made by the science. It's made by some type of culture.
Either if you are a load-bearing product and it's manual control, we are able to modularize and make it even smarter.
I agree with your strategy is to focus on a product that may be overlooked.
Hello, Caroline.
Hello, hi.
My name is Jessie. I'm a reporter for TechNode. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us today. We're really excited to learn more about your company and your commitment to eco-friendly products. So here are a few questions that I have prepared for you. The first one is the company name is E-Design, so it is pronounced similar to your Chinese name, Zheng Yi. And I noticed that the other co-founders' Chinese name, Yi, also contains the characters Yi. So could you share how your personal names influenced the naming of the company and how this connection reflects in the company's design philosophy?
Both of us, in fact, our names are E. The traditional way of writing it is the complicated one. And so we decided that to make the company unique, we should call it E-Design. It sounds good. It's simple. It sounds like one, E.
Yeah.
And it also is our name. And it was such a coincidence that both our names are E. And I thought that was an interesting way of starting a company.
So why did you want to start a company related to environmental protection? Was there a particular event or moment that inspired you?
We have been working in ceramics for a long time. I've been working in ceramics for more than 30 years. So we are based in Jingdezhen. So every time we walk past a garbage dumpster area, it's always filled with ceramics that are just rejects. And so for years and years and years, I kept saying, we should think about trying to recycle these things. This is a waste. And it couldn't be recycled because it's just cannot be, it's not degradable. So Carl said, okay, fine. I'm going to go to England and I'm going to study my master's and I'm going to find a binder to solve this problem. So when he came back, he went, well, do you want to start a company together or do you want, I can just go and start my own company. And I said, well, 2 people can do like 10 people's things. You know, 1 person can do 1 person's thing, or maybe 2, but 2 people or 3 people can do a lot of people's work. So I said, it's faster if we do it together. I have the expertise in, I know a lot of people, I've got the network, I'm an experienced artist, I know people in the right field, and I know how to go to the people in the field that we need to go to talk about our business. Meanwhile, he can be in charge of the lab and he can also help by going out and talking to his people. His people are the younger generation. So then it's actually a good fit to have an experienced mentor and actually a younger person who has the energy.
Thanks. So are there any special, memorable or interesting moments from your startup journey that you'd like to share? interesting or memorable?
Memorable. When we first started, we're like, okay, how are we going to collect a lot of the waste? We don't want to just collect 1 or 2 bags of it. We want to solve the 18 million tons of ceramic waste produced annually in China. That kind of amount. So in the beginning, I think it was really interesting to just knock on every single factory's door and say, hi, instead of like illegally dumping your waste, can you just give it to us? And we'll send a car over. And then they said yes. So I kept saying, more, come on, I want more. No, 100 tons is not enough. Come on. And in 7 months' time, we got 5,000 tons. And Mr. Hu was like, we collected 5,000 tons. And we have no space to put this anymore. And I'm like, okay, let's stop then. We have enough raw material to like do research and make some things out of. So I think that was like a very good challenge. And then we did it. And now that pile is a 网红打卡点. You know, it's like an internet. People come to Jingdezhen, they're like, where's that pile of waste, the 5,000 tons of it? It's like a mountain. So
5,000 tons, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Then I want to ask, could you describe your production and test process? What specific steps that are taken to ensure that those your products are eco-friendly?
Okay, so when we first started the company, I said we have to set it up using the SDGs. So we have to lower the carbon emission. We have to treat our workers right. You know, we can't be corrupt. And so our products is like, let's lower the carbon emission. So the regular manufacturing of ceramics is this much carbon. Let's try and lower that. And because our material is a recycled ceramics, in fact, it can be recycled over and over again. It is a cradle-to-cradle product instead of a cradle-to-grave product. So that, for us, is very, very important. And we are always working towards like even making it even better.
So in the market, what are the key advantages of your eco-friendly tiles compared to traditional options? So could you name 3 key advantages?
3 advantages. First of all, the carbon emission for a standard tile in China, the carbon emission per kilogram is 1.8 to 2.25 carbon per kilogram. But our material is 1.07. So roughly it's about, we save 1 ton of carbon emission for every ton of recycled material that we use. So that's one. And then number 2, we're artists. We're both designer artists. So the products that we have are unique in a way that I think some of the end products that we've designed are unique to what we have. You can't find it anywhere else. And then the other unique point is that we are not cheap. So
okay,
that's really unique, you know.
So let's move on to the next question. Are there just the differences in the cost and the pricing? Are there any differences between the in cost and pricing between the eco-friendly tiles and traditional ones? So how do these differences affect consumers' choices? Do they get afraid of the pricing?
So because we started in 2021, so this is our 3rd year going on 4th year. It's actually the 4th year right now. To have a company that started in a lab, trying to figure out a product that can be manufacturable and could be sold to people, and in 3 years' time, able to manufacture, able to make it reasonably in a good amount, but not mass production yet. So at this point, the price is expensive because it's not mass produced. But if it's mass produced, up to like, let's say if I need to make 10,000 square meters per month, instead of now like 1,000, the price can come down just like tiles, ceramic tiles can. Like the price will be comparable. It's because we don't have the capability of upscaling that mass amount, and because we still need to have the sales to figure out who wants it, who will buy it. It's a little bit catch-22. If we make a ton, do we know who we're selling it to? But if we don't make that ton, then the price is too expensive, and a lot of people think it's too unique for them. So that is actually the dilemma that we are at the crossing point right now. We have to take care of the ceramic waste problem. That's a lot of waste. We can't just do a little studio, ceramics studio. We have to become a gigantic manufacturing company.
So currently, is there a high demand for eco-friendly tiles in the market?
There's a high demand, but nobody's willing to pay the price. And as you know, in China, because we're based in mainland China, the property development has gone like down the tubes. So there's not a lot of demand for building material anyway, let alone sustainable material. We're also looking into global. We're working with Singapore, we're working with Europe and Australia and Canada right now, and USA on like global sales. I think globally, people understand more about sustainable materials. They really should do this because, as you can see, every summer it's getting hotter and hotter. We won't actually live in about 5 years' time. We'll all die anyway. So, so people should really start using it.
Yes, your work colleagues sent me introduction about your company. So I say there are many clients you have worked with. So how have any of the clients your company has worked with provided any valuable advice or feedback to the product? And how do you research about consumers' interest and acceptance?
The people who use our material, especially the luxury brands, they love us.
They love you.
Yeah. And then so they will continue to use it. Or like, for example, Singapore, they are, I think, the strongest Asian country right now economically. So they are now really working very hard to change the city and make it like, almost zero carbon. And even Hong Kong, which I'm from Hong Kong. So I think Hong Kong is working really hard. So our concentration should be over there, because over there, their tiles or their building materials are all imported anyway. So I think it does not make a difference between what we have and somebody else's.
Okay, so looking ahead, what are your future plans or directions for innovation? So are there any new materials or new technologies you are working on?
Yeah, we're working with 3D print material right now, using recycled ceramics. And we are inventing a very light material using recycled ceramics, and light material for building. So that is a strong material and it's light, so the transportation carbon emission will be lowered. So that's what we're working on.
Okay, so in May, for this Fund at First Page event at Beyond, what impressed you the most, and which aspects do you think require improvement?
Well, at first, I thought it was just a game thing. I'm like, Carl, hey, should I just enter for the heck of it, just have fun? And he was like, yeah, whatever, yeah, do it. So I pitched, and then it's like, oh, you're one of the final for the closing ceremony. And I'm like, okay. And as the host, Jerry, he was saying that, let's make it lighthearted, fun, and all that. So I didn't expect it to actually have any result. Like, I didn't expect anyone to contact me and say, okay, we'll invest in you. So that was the expectation. But out of the expectation, I was quite surprised to see they videotaped me during the pitch. So then they put it on LinkedIn, and some people have added me. But I think they are just watching us now and seeing what we're doing next.
Okay, thank you for sharing such valuable insights with us today. In the end, I really want to say I'm impressed for your vision and dedication to this eco-friendly products. Building a startup in this field is quite challenging, but your efforts and the resilience are inspiring and impactful. So I really look forward to seeing your company's continued achievement. Is there anything that you'd like to add or share?
Yes, actually, one of the reasons why, and the back of my mind when I did the Fund at First pitch was, we do need investment. We do need not just money, but hopefully a company that can upscale, a ceramic company who is interested in producing sustainable material to export around the world, who can manufacture quicker, in larger quantities, and like provide for the needs of the world, because China is still the largest exporting ceramics country in the world. And this material that we have a lot of it, and I hope somebody can come and invest in us and work together.
Okay, wish you the good luck.
Thank you.
So let's wrap up. That's okay. I have asked all my questions. So thank you for taking your time.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.